Hey small group leaders, thanks for watching September 20th training video. This month we're learning about wisdom and we're looking at the life of Solomon, one of the wisest men. And he asked the Lord for wisdom and he got it. He also got wealth and riches and a bunch of wives, which wasn't so smart, but that's okay. And so today we're looking at Solomon's son, Rehoboam. So Solomon is gone. Rehoboam has taken the throne. And this is in 2 Chronicles chapter 10. I really encourage you guys to read it. It's really good. So in 2 Chronicles 10, the people come to Jeroboam. And he's kind of like a politician, you know, like Barack Obama or something when he was like going for office. And they're like, hey, so your dad, Solomon, worked us really hard. Are you going to do the same, or are you going to be like lighter on us because that sucked and we really want lighter work? And Rehoboam was like, I don't really know. Let me talk to my advisors. Come back in 3 days. So he goes and talks to his advisors, and the old wise ones are like, hey, yeah, tell them they're going to have lighter work because Solomon worked him to death and you need to not do that. And so then he talked to like more like his friends, like the younger people, and they were like, oh yeah, no, tell him that, I mean, you're gonna work him even harder. Like, are you weaker than your dad? Don't say you're weaker than your dad, work them. So that's what he did. He's like, you haven't seen nothing yet. My dad hit you with whips when you slacked. I'm gonna hit you with whips with metal in them. Needless to say, the people weren't too happy. Like, if Obama was like saying that during his campaign, we probably wouldn't have elected him. So the people were like, well, we're not going to stay true to you then, so peace out, and then I'm not going to follow the line of David. So that's what they did. So it wasn't very smart. Rehoboam did not make a wise choice in this situation. So we're going to be looking at what happens when you don't make wise choices. So Shree's going to tell us about some of the activities for this week. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention, virtue is wisdom, finding out what you should do and doing it. The memory verse is Proverbs 13:20. He who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. The bottom line, to be wise, hang out with wise people. Rehoboam took some bad advice and didn't listen to the older people who were advisors in his life. He listened to the younger people, and we really need to pick friends that are going to be good influences on us. So that's what our activities are going to be about, and Sheree's going to tell us about them.
Hi. All right. So if you are doing a K through 2 group, one activity that we're going to be having you do is it's called What Should I Do? And you're going to have the kids separate into 2 groups, and you will read a scenario to them, like just a random situation, and one group gets to tell a wise choice, and one group gets to do like a funny bad choice. Probably do like the bad choice first. And like one example could be like, you know, like, hi, I'm Trevor, and it's time for the spelling test, and my friend Andy wants to copy off me because he forgot to study. What should I do? And then each person gets to tell. And then another activity that we're doing is called Follow the Verse, and you're just going to have a bunch of cards with a verse on them, like separated face down and unorganized, and then they can organize them and tape them to the ground, and the cards are going to be like 2 feet away from each other, and then you'll be in the front and all the kids will be in a line, and you can do like follow the leader, and you'll just say the verse as you walk along, and you can do it a couple times, like running one time, crawling, hopping on one foot, whatever you'd like to do. And then if you are doing a 3rd through 6th grade group, the first activity is called the wise one, and you can pick one person to be the wise one and 2 people to be wise advisors, and there's 2 cones, and it says to do about 25 feet apart, but I don't know, depending on how much room you have, and just separate them, and the wise one has to walk kind of like a drunk test. Like, they have to put their heel to their toe, like walking like this, and everybody else is trying to tag the wise one, and the wise advisors are trying to block him away. And if somebody tags the wise one, then they're the new wise one, and their goal is just to get from one cone to the other side. And then the second activity will be have 2 sheets of paper on the ground and kind of separated, and on one sheet the kids can write a time when a friend told them advice and they listened to it and it was a bad decision. And then on the other sheet, when somebody gave them some advice and they ignored it, and it was also like a bad thing. And after everybody's done those, you can read them off, and you can just ask what the consequences of those were, and just what they should have done, just anything about that.
Okay, so small group leaders, if you come and tell me the memory verse for today, which, like I said earlier, was Proverbs, what is it? Proverbs 13:20, then you will get your Cold Stone card.